Hey Lovebug, if you happen to be new here, my name is Mercy Vaughn and my channel is all about being the intersection between faith, fashion, and fragrance. So if that is your vibe, consider joining the Lovebug tribe. This week's shout out goes to these amazing individuals. Thank you so much for showing your girl some love. It's greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. If you want a shout out from me, you have to talk to me down below in the comments and you will get a shout out from why. So hopping into today's video, we are talking perfumes for fall. So these are perfumes that I'm excited to reach for this fall season. So go ahead, grab your snacky snack, sit back, relax, and let's hop right into the video. So I do have a confession. I have to admit, I probably am more of a seasonal wearer than I even realize. Like, I talk about I wear what I want when I want, and not to say that that's not honest, but I do realize that in spring summer there was some I just was not touching for, and now that we are gearing back up for fall, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can reach for this again. Like, it just feels more appropriate. So I do think that to a degree I do kind of fall into seasonal classifications. For some fragrances, there are some that just scream certain seasons for me, and I do realize that I reach for them primarily in those seasons. So that's on me. I do have to make sure that I have that confession. So in today's video, we are going to talk 10 fragrances that are kind of leaning towards fall, things that I'm excited to reach for this fall season, either because I've got them spring summer, and so I'm excited to see how they perform in the fall winter because they lean maybe more fall for me, or I have not reached for them since last fall winter. So I am excited to do this video. There is a fragrance mist for fall's video that is either going to be before this or after this, so definitely just be on the lookout for that video. So first up, I am excited to try Golden Cashmere. This is by Jahzara's Kouture. I will leave all of the notes on the screen because I don't have any of them in front of me, but this is a warm cashmere type of fragrance. It has a bit of warmth and depth to it. Jahzara's Kouture is a Black woman owned like body care, fragrance care company. She is indie, she is small. She is currently like selling out all of her products and in a place where she is going to shut her business down. So if you have not, I definitely talked about her. I've done an unboxing here on my channel, so if you haven't seen that, I'll definitely link that in the eye in the sky. But I would definitely say, you know, support this Black woman owned business as she's getting ready to shut her doors. I cannot speak to what all is still available on her website, so you will have to just check and see, and I'll try to link it in the description below. But definitely let's show her some love as she's, you know, getting ready to close out, and make sure that she close out with a bang, right? So this is Golden Cashmere. It is more of a warm cashmere, soft type of airy type of fragrance, and so I'm definitely excited to reach for this one this fall season. Next up, we have Macaron Amande, which just translates to almond macaroon. It is by Tutti Délices. This can be found at like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. This is a woman-owned brand and very inexpensive. And this is a warm, spicy, nutty type of fragrance, and so I do feel like this is like perfect time to bring it out, to bring out a lot of your nutty fragrances, that warmth, that spice. Fall is really the perfect season for that, so I'm excited to give this one a bit more love this fall season. Next up, we have Vanille by Solinotes. So this is more so a brand that is designed to kind of produce like single note fragrances, to really, that's ideal for layering. So kind of similar to what Bath and Body Works did with their Scent Lab. It's that same type of concept, but Solinotes was the first to do it, to kind of just create just a simple one note type of perfume. And these are EDPs, and so this is just a warm vanilla. Like, it's very simple. This is very straight to the point. If you have smelled Wild Vanilla by Bath and Body Works, their Scent Lab, it's very similar to that. This is just, I would say, the EDP version of that fragrance mist, It's just a very simple, someone even call it a very basic vanilla, and I just think that it's going to just be perfect for layering, to add a little sweetness or a little warmth or a little depth to any combo this fall and winter. So I'm definitely excited. This is a more recent pickup for me, so I am excited to play with this. Primarily I've worn this to like bed, so I'm excited to see like how it layers in my combos and how it really holds up in the elements, especially in the fall season. So next up we have Crème Brûlée by Gourmand. This is more of a sugary sweet type of fragrance, perfect for layering as well, but it's very sweet forward. I realized I've not reached for this since last fall and winter, which is so crazy because it's really just a sweet sugary type of fragrance. It's like crystallized sugar, right? Like think kind of like rock candy, that kind of just like sweet sugar. I wouldn't say burnt sugar because it doesn't give like a smoky vibe, but it's kind of like caramelized sugar, crystallized sugar. That's what this gives, but this is Crème Brûlée. Next up we have another one that I have not reached for since last fall and winter, which is so crazy because I think this fragrance is so amazing and I love her down, but that is Ambre Étoilé, once again by Gourmand. This is a warm ambery fragrance. It is like a hint of perfumey. It is so beautiful and so sexy, and I have to admit though, it definitely has changed over time. I feel like it has like deepened a bit, and that amber is just so warm and so cozy, and I feel like it is the epitome of fall and winter, just that very cozy vibe. So I love this. I love this last fall and winter. I have like a bit of a dent. I love this last fall and winter, and I just know that I'm gonna love it again. This is very comparable to Commodities Gold Expressive. I would definitely say these are very comparable. I would definitely say they're probably related if you like just a nice warm amber type of fragrance. So that is Ambre Étoilé by Gourmand. So next up we have Miim Miic. This is Compound 163. This is said to be inspired by Bianco Latte, and I love this fragrance. I have a bit of a dent. I had to tell myself to stop using this, and I just let it sit for a while to not reach for it, to stop using it, because I love this fragrance. If it is accurately inspired by Bianco Latte, then I believe I would love Bianco Latte, because this is such a warm, cozy, like tonic type of fragrance, and I feel like that is perfect for the fall time. I picked this up at TJ Maxx for $14.99, and I definitely can say it definitely has changed a bit. It has definitely got like deeper and warmer, and that juice has definitely gotten darker. It was not this dark when I got it, so as it's been sitting and settling, I do think that it has just honestly ripened for the fall and winter season. So I'm so excited to pull this out, and that is Miim Miic Compound 163, inspired by Bianco Latte. So if you have the original, then I would definitely say reach for the original this fall and winter, but I have this one and I am so in love with it. So next up we have a more recent pickup, and that is Frankie by Ariana Grande. And I took the pom-pom off because the pom-pom was just a lot for me. I just wanted just a simple bottle. But this is Frankie. From my understanding, this fragrance is discontinued. I was able to pick this up at Burlington. Now, this is kind of masculine leaning. I would definitely say it has a cologne-y vibe. I've heard a lot of people say that, and I would have to agree. It does kind of have a cologne-y vibe. It has some depth. And so I do feel like this would be more of a fall winter fragrance, so I am excited to reach for it this fall and winter and give it some time to kind of just play and see how it performs. I know that this is not going to be the easiest thing to get your hands on, and so if you have something that kind of has that cologne vibe, that has a bit of depth to it, that has a bit of warmth, some citruses, I would definitely say still reach for those in this fall and winter season. Don't feel like you have to just get rid of like all of your citrusy fragrances, but this one definitely has that warmth and that depth to it. So I'm excited to play with Frankie this fall and winter season. Next up, we have Carnival De Dua. This is by the Dua brand. I picked this up from Plato's for $14. And this is, I believe, to be inspired by the Cirque du Soleil fragrance. So it kind of has that like caramel kind of vibe, like kind of like think of a fair, think of a carnival, right? And I really get primarily like caramel, like that depth, that warmth that it provides, which is saying a lot that I enjoy this fragrance, because caramel is one of those notes that's very funny for me. It's not a note that I find myself enjoying very often, but I enjoy this fragrance and I enjoy the way the caramel is done in this fragrance. However, I've not played with it a lot. You can see like the dent is not that big. I've not played with it a lot because to have this type of fragrance, it does reach to be very fall winter for me, and leans a lot more into a Gourmand, and this is like a heavier Gourmand because Duas are extraits, so they do wear a bit more heavier. So to me, I definitely feel like I have to reach for this. I'm more so excited to reach for this in fall winter, not so much in spring summer, because I always have to keep in mind I live in Florida, right? So our spring it's not like another fall. It's very summer. It's very hot and humid, and so this is not a fragrance profile that I want to reach for during that time. So I'm definitely excited to pull her out this fall and winter. That is Carnival De Dua by the Dua brand. Next up, we also have another one from the Dua brand, and that is 100 Whispers X. From my understanding, this is supposed to be inspired by Nishane's 100 Silent Ways. I believe it's supposed to be that X version as well, but this is warm, has some depth. I feel like it might have like some patchouli or some type of woody note in here because there is like a woody green element to it. I have not played with her a lot as well, as you can see, because this definitely does lean to me more fall and winter, and so I feel like this will perform better in the cooler weather. We're probably not gonna see, we're in September right now, we're probably not gonna see real cool weather until like October-ish, but probably like mid-October. But I am excited when it does begin to cool off here in Florida that I can reach for this. As you can see, I don't have much of a dent. Once again, this is not a fragrance profile that I would see myself leaning towards very heavily to wear in spring and summer, so I'm excited to play with this a bit more in the fall and winter season. So that is 100 Whispers X by the Dua brand. I also picked this up from Plato's Closet for $14. And last but not least, we have Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. Baby, look, oh, that juice has gotten so much darker. This is a warm, sweet, cozy, lactonic fragrance. I love this fragrance down. I know a lot of people love this fragrance for like bedtime, and this is not really an out and about fragrance for them. This is an out and about fragrance for me. I love this. I wear this out. I feel like I get very moderate longevity. I got her spring summer-ish, so I am excited to see how she wears in the fall and winter. I just feel like it is so good and so warm and so cozy. I think that is perfect for inside and outside and all of the different things that you want to do this fall and winter. I think this is perfect for work. This is a year-round fragrance profile for me, just for my preferences, but I'm really excited to see if she's gonna show out this fall and winter. This is Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. So that is it for today's video. Those are just 10 fragrances that I'm extremely excited to wear this fall and winter. And I wanted to be intentional not to repeat anything that I showed last fall and winter. So I really wanted to highlight things that like either were in my collection during that time, but I did not highlight that previously, or just ones that are newer to my collection that I'm excited to really test out this fall and winter. If you have some fragrances that you are excited to wear this fall and winter season, definitely sound off in the comments below and let us know what are you excited to wear. But that is it for today's video. I hope to see you back here next time for another upload. But until then, remember that I love you, God loves you, so remember to always, and I do mean always, love you too. Smooches, love, love.